Oops, up my face. I see like 3 chests. Probably a couple more underneath me. I swear that didn't give me any gold. What the fuck? I feel like I'm getting a lot better at camping now. I'm starting to understand how to use this primary better. Especially for dealing with like flying enemies and stuff. It went pretty shit. I went 2-2. I lost to Champman, the Duck Hunt player, in winners. It was pretty much a fucking wash. And then in losers, I went game 3 last hit with a Lucas player. He switched to Zelda in game 3, and I died because I tried to parry Zelda side B, and I was at like 150. So I don't know. It is what it is. I'm alright with it though. I'm mostly just trying out Young Link, so it's like I'm there just to practice. I don't really care about the result at the moment. How's it going, Frizzer? Anyway, I've not heard from you in a minute. And you good? Oh my god, what's my aim? What is my aim right now? I just thought like I was actually relieved after I got out because I was just like I can play more of the new Risk of Rain 2 patch. Same old shit. That's fair enough, man. Nobody's really up to a lot of anything these days, so we need to get a proper catch up once we're actually allowed to like go and see people again. Play some PM or something. Or I'll rope you into some ultimate. I don't know, I feel pretty good about it. Like, I feel like I know why I lost, and I know that I could have won that set, and probably went like a set or two further. It was really fucking stacked, like fucking Rambos and Owl BBs and all that it entered, so... considering like how heavy duty a bracket it was and what my intent going in was, I feel fine about it. There's no point in getting pissed off at Wi-Fi anymore. Like, it's not good for fucking anyone's health, man, to like actually care about the result. It's like, I'm essentially just pigging friendlies, but with people who are trying. Sometimes you get Wi-Fi, sometimes you don't, exactly. It's like, it kind of buffs playstyles as well. Like, even though I play characters who are good on Wi-Fi, I feel like, because I only really play, like, decent people, I don't really get roped into just doing shit that's just abusing online, you know what I mean? Unless I play DDD. When I play DDD, I know that I'm just, like, playing a horse shit character on Wi-Fi. But, that's because it's funny. Why did I scrap greens this early? That's probably not a good idea, is it? I saw you were playing PM again though, that's sick. Are you gonna enter anything or are you just like fishing for clips? DDD is the homie, man. Big Doom. We all love Big Doom. He's a household staple at this point. The man, the myth, the legend. Ooh, stack some bleed. That's good. Stacking bleed's really broken in this patch. Like they fucking buffed the shit out of it. Big fishing for clips. Someone get mentioned in my YouTube that he wants to see more Wolf. Oh, that's cool. I mean, I feel like there's, to an extent, if you play like PM or Melee or like Rivals or whatever, you kind of, you want to do cool shit, like that's the point. Like, it's like fucking skateboarding or something. It's competitive skateboarding. Or BMXing or something where, like, what's the point in doing it if you're not trying to do shit that's like interesting or fun? I don't get people who play Melee and then they're like, I'm gonna main Ice Climbers. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? I'm gonna main Jigglypuff. My favourite thing about Melee is pressing the grab button. Come on, man. It doesn't make any sense. If you're gonna play Melee, play a fucking cool character. Like Luigi. Is this the bleed run? Am I getting loads of bleed? Is that what's gonna happen? This new character's fucking OP, by the way. I feel like I saw another chest, but I'm gonna just do this. Yeah, he's part of the 1.0 patch. He's fucking disgusting. Like, he has this fucking mortar thing just shreds bosses. Part of me's like, oh, maybe he'll get nerfed, but the guy who developed the game, he did an interview where he talked about like some of the changes and stuff, and he said he wasn't going to nerf anything because people were having fun with it, and that's more important than like balance to him, which is cool. But there's a new stage and a new boss as well, and a bunch of new items, and like some of the existing items got like reworked. It's like the way, like, that's the thing is like you've got to balance things around fun as well, right? Because imagine Melee got balance patches, you know they would have gutted Fox's shine, and everyone would have hated it. Everyone would have been like, no, R.I.P. Fox. Rather than a Riot Games where they just nerf everything. Yeah, they nerf everything so that whenever the new champion comes out and it's OP, everyone spends money on the game again. It's like a business model. They're like, oh, the new champ's OP, so you've got to buy him. It's just like a big money printer. It's so fucking dumb. I think we should go to the Void. Go to the Void and spend some of the scrap that I've accumulated. I couldn't hit that jellyfish for the life of me. What's wrong with him? Bring out skins when champs are metas. Yeah, they do. I get really confused by people who spend like IRL money on League skins. Like, I did it once because I like one-tricked Ezreal, and I was just like, yeah, I want the fucking $1,000,000,000 Ezreal skin. But I don't think it's a good idea. You always get like Ezreal players and like Sona players or Udyr players or whatever. It's like, guys, I'm good. I have the skin. I spent like £20 of real life money on my Udyr skin, so you know I'm a really good Udyr player. Golems. Yeah, like. Reasonable money's fine. It's whenever people are just like absolutely blowing money on like chests and shit, and you're like, come on. But, I don't know. League's kind of a gacha game. Kind of. At this point, with like the loot boxes and stuff. I think it's crazy that people play League for like millions of pounds as well. Because it's like, not a good, well-balanced competitive game, like in the slightest. Like, if you're a top laner and you want to solo main a champ, you're just fucked, because counterpicks, like, heavy matter. People are addicted to the shit, I can kinda get it if it's the only game they play. Yeah. I suppose it's like playing Smash, right? Where you get a lot of people where, like, they're totally normal people who do, like, normal shit and, like, don't play a lot of video games, but they'll play Smash. Because it's just, like, what interests them. Like, I feel like to be a fighting game player, you don't necessarily have to be big into playing video games in general, right? I think it's kind of that way with like MOBAs and stuff too. Just like competitive games in general. My old next door neighbour actually, I've known him for fucking years. He was like really into Rocket League, and he didn't play anything else. Like, he wasn't like a video game guy. He was just super fucking good at Rocket League. And I think there's an element of that where some people just have that kind of game where it's the only thing they play. I think the thing I like about fighting games is like the thing I like about roguelikes, where it's not a game you can complete, which makes it kind of like better value for money. You get a lot more out of a fighting game, or like a game like this, or just like a competitive game in general, or like puzzle games or whatever, like Tetris, where the amount of time you could sink in is just hypothetically infinite time. I've not even capped my bleed, and I'm melting these guys. What the fuck? Oh no, I'm gonna have to do the thing where I stand still for like a minute and a half to get all my health back. Ugh. Yeah, they require, like, you get what you put in, right? It's like you can put as much time in as you want, or as little time in as you want. Like, I've not put that much time into Melee, but I still think the game's awesome. It's just like, when I talk about not wanting to pursue Melee, it's mostly It's mostly a case of like, I can't see myself investing like 3,000 hours in Melee or whatever, because I want to have fun with it. I care more about having fun with it than I care about being good at it, right? I feel that way about plant fighters in general right now. Even like Ultimate. I'm having a lot of fun with Young Link. He definitely feels like more like a... He feels like a PM character or a Rivals character just kind of stuck in Smash Ultimate. Because you've got so many like combo routes and things you can do in neutral and stuff, like just a lot of options. And it's fun. And it's not like Toon Link where you're just like, I'm gonna camp and that's the only thing I can do. I keep forgetting I don't have my fucking Orbital Strike in here. I kinda want to try out the new Guilty Gear once it's out. I can't remember if they put a release date on it yet though. But I want to play May. I used to play May in Exile. She was really fun. I liked shitting dolphins at people. It's always a laugh. I just realised I probably should have gotten a legendary item in the thing, but that's fine. It's only a Wake of Vultures, I think. I hate waiting. I think its ET is 2021. Oh, right, okay. That's plenty of time then. I don't know, I wanted to get into like a normal fighting game for a while. I tried out Street Fighter 5, but it's like really not my speed. Like, I don't understand the appeal of Street Fighter. It feels like the game's really slow and really just about like reading your opponent, which I guess like that has its appeal, but I guess it's like the reason people like Smash 4 or Brawl or something, where they like games to drag out or, you know, do a lot of like footsies and nothing happening. But I don't know, I like Dragon Ball Fighters for like the opposite reason, where you could just jump on someone's block and kick the shit out of them. That was cool. Feels like pressure isn't very strong in Street Fighter, so a lot of it's just like movement, and it's not even good movement. Like there's no air dash or anything. I just want the air dash. Street Fighter sucks, man. You can't even wave dash in it. This is so like tedious to do, but whenever you're actually trying to play for progress, it's like there's no reason not to do it. Yeah, it is. Even the punishes and stuff, like I don't know. There's no punishes I'm hitting where I'm like, that's so fucking cool and expressive. It's just like, there is a punish for this situation and you must learn it because the rarity and the character design is so sick. Yeah, I love Guilty Gear. I'm really bad at it, but I think it's like probably like the coolest anime fighter. Like the character designs are sick. Like I don't think there's a single character I look at and I'm like, oh wow, that character is really boring, which is like a really good sign. I don't know enough about like the meta of it or the balance of it to really speak on that, but as far as the characters themselves go, like it's a really interesting game. If I get enough bleed, I could do a stage 5 Mithrix fight, which would be like absolutely bog. Stage 6, I guess. Nearly everyone has 1 or 2 meters on to manage. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's cool though, right? Because like every character has like a certain like level of depth where like if you really commit to making a character, which is like kinda like the fun thing, is like finding a character that feels like a kind of extension of your playstyle and how you want to play the game. Like when you learn a character, there's a lot to learn. It's not like Ultimate where like half the characters are like, okay, I've played this character for an hour and a half, I'm pretty sure I know everything that's going on. I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. Oh my god, I'm not gonna die. I might die on the way to this though. This is why we wait for our health to go back up. Fucking hell. That was horrible. I got so scared. The expression possibility seem really high for it. Yeah, I think that's like one of like a few things I feel like every fighting game should have is like you should be able to play in a way that feels like satisfying to you, right? Like obviously regardless of what game you're playing, it's like there's like constraints, right? So like even in Melee there's like constraints to what you can and can't do, but you want those constraints to be like as far out as possible. And the thing that makes Melee so good is that a lot of the constraints are like beyond what we think is possible execution wise, right? Or like there's just so many different variables and things you can do in situations that makes it cool, where you can pick what's like comfortable to you. Whereas like in a game like Ultimate, like the issue I've run into a lot in Ultimate is like sometimes characters can be like running around mashing buttons, or like running around fucking doing projectiles and shit, or like setting their shit up, like zoners, like setting up in the corner or whatever, and you're like, I don't have the movement options to deal with that, even if I want to, so I have to do like really weird like macro decisions of like, I want to like walk forward a little bit and like do stuff with shield, which is like, it's interesting in a different way, but in like a game like in a platform fighter like Melee, if a character's like going into the corner to try and set up with projectiles and shit, you've got power shielding, you've got wave dashing, you've got ways around it. You've got like more ways where to like you get a variety of solutions to that situation, which makes the gameplay like less boring. Whereas in Ultimate, it's like to beat this, you have to do this, and you can't do anything else. And like that's not every situation in Ultimate. It's just that those situations come up a lot more than they do. I like even in like Melee, there's situations where there's one thing that you need to do, like situations where it's like, oh, I need to grab the ledge to take the stock here, and that's always the right decision. And if you do anything else, you're like either trying to look cool or just gonna throw in or playing bad. But it's more that like in good fighting games, those situations shouldn't be abundant. Obviously that's not every situation in ult either, or I wouldn't play it. I think I'm gonna die. Yeah. This isn't good. I need my mortar. Yeah. Fucking hell. That's so hard. That's kind of my fault. I'm kind of late, Void. Looking cool, throwing and playing bad. I'm all here at once. I mean, sometimes you've got to be throwing a little bit to have fun. Especially right now when like there's nothing on the line. Even in like actual tournaments. I played a tournament yesterday, and I played against this Inkling player called Canny, and I did some really stupid shit like in game 2 where I like nared him off stage at like 40, and he was at like 45, and I jumped all the way off stage as young Link whilst charging an arrow, and then did arrow double jump up B and carried him into the blast zone at 50. And like there was no reason for me to do it, but I felt cool as fuck, so. Oh. Where are the chests? Where are the chests? Where are the chests? I see a big chest. I'll go and get that. I mean, that's why anyone plays any game, right? Is to have fun. If you're not having fun, then I don't know. It's like, even if you're a competitor, you wouldn't compete in a sport that didn't make you have fun, right? Like, if you fucking hated tennis, why are you trying to be a great tennis player? Or whatever. I don't know if that's a good analogy or not. I guess in Smash it's like there's an element of like I was a really huge fan of Tennis 1, so I tried out Tennis 2 and didn't like it as much. Or like all my friends play tennis and I just want to hang out with my tennis friends. Is that a bleed printer? Is that a bleed printer? Okay, would you said I was speaking with my dad. We'll be back in 5 loads. No problem, man. Take your time. I'm just throwing at this game. I really want to farm that bleed printer. I see any other chests? This floor is pretty fucking dry. I just print for 3 stacks of bleed. I'm like 30 seconds behind or something, 40 seconds. It's fine, I'll just do a quick second floor and it'll be fine. Wicked Vultures is cool. Still not seeing a lot of chests. Probably a waste of a beacon. I bet there's like a chance shrine around the corner or something. Did they rework the affixes? I feel like I'm getting like on hit effects from them. Should probably talk to Nades or something about that. Siphon health from characters while in... Oh! That just saved the run. That's a fucking sick item. That's one of the new ones. I really want a better PC, not just so I can play like Smash and stuff, but so I can stream shit that isn't this game. That'd be really cool, I think. I'd really like to stream like Flat Fighters and maybe like some Super Mario stuff as well. Cause I'm fucking sick at Mario. 104? Fucking hell. Where's my money? Send me more money. I've got like 2 minutes to start the teleporter. That iron item's fucking strong. What the fuck? I feel like I just like have so much sustain now. Teddy bear. Give me something good. Yep. That's pretty much as good as I can ask for. What am I doing that's killing stuff? I'm getting... Oh, the gunner, sorry, I forgot. Still slightly off pace, but better than we were. Okay. Yo, what's up? I got a little bit OP while you were away. Not super OP or anything, just a bit OP. I found one of the new items. It's giving me like health from everything that's near me while I'm in combat. Makes me super tanky. What's that? Equipment barrel? Nah, I don't care. But yeah, I can't actually, I was gonna say what I was saying earlier, but I can't really remember now. I was something just about, you know, melee good, ultimate bad. Which I'm sure you would have gotten behind anyway. Yeah, so, if I'm playing on Xbox Live, or like, whenever I make an Xbox Live tag or a PSN tag or whatever, I just like, I'll type in like fish, and then I just cycle through randomly generated usernames until I find one that's funny. And a sentient fish was really funny, so I picked that one. I had an even stupider one on Xbox. It was like Winely Snipes or something. Honestly, I should have made it like my my tag in Smash as well. I didn't want to be that guy who turned up to his first local and went, yeah, my tag's sentient fish. I feel it takes a certain type of person to do that. Oh, I've got so much sustain, it's fucked up, man. Too OP. I just need to not get so OP I stop respecting the game and then die. Time Muffin is an Xbox gamer tag. Did you like randomly generate it, or did you just pick that one? I think Time Muffin's like a good tag. It's one of those ones where like if people didn't know who you were and they lost to you, they'd like fucking roll their eyes. They'd be like, ah! I just lost to a guy called Time Muffin. I was actually telling the story of MCQ. People talked about fucking Urban Turban, and I was like, oh, I remember Fraser played him at MCQ, and when you lost to him, I remember the first thing that happened was you walked up to me and you just said with like the most like dejected tone of voice, you were like, I just lost to a guy called Urban Turban. I was like, that feels bad, man. MCQ was... The journey back from MCQ was funnier than the tournament itself. I actually, like, had such a bad time at that tournament. I lost to Mac, man. That shit scars you for life. Once you've lost to Mac, you've lost to Mac forever, and you can never unloose the... I just one-shot that? I like to block out the journey. A late night bus rides with Big Doom. I remember Shelt being really pissed off at us. Apparently we were being really loud on the bus because I was fucking wrecked. And Shelt was like the librarian, like shh. I wonder how done with our shit Shelt was by the time we actually got home. These fucking ATG procs are doing bits, by the way. Oh, the Taco Bell! Actually, like, yeah, you know what? I forgot about that. That was horrible. I was like, me and Fraser are gonna freeze to death. I think we made a point of just walking around to not get cold, right? Yeah, that was fucked up. The other thing is though, like, it's such a fucked up, horrible experience afterwards, but it's like... but it's like one of those things that I would probably do again. Just, I don't know, I like this, I like having the story. You know what I mean? Like the story of how me and KP almost didn't make it back from Aberdeen. Because one of and or both of us were far too drunk. Watching animal tier list videos on the Switch. Oh yeah! I love the fish tier list. I sent you that, right? I sent you that as like a throwback to that, if I remember correctly. Remember these videos? I think fish tier list is like one of my like trigger words now. Yeah, definitely. Even when it's like horrible traveling, it's like, I don't know, it's like part of the fun. Like, it's funny that like for me, like, the tournament was very much like the low light of the entire experience. Like, I enjoyed spoons, I enjoyed like talking shite on the trip back. I don't know, I even kind of enjoyed the being stranded in Glasgow at fucking whatever time in the morning, in a weird way. Not in a like that was a fucking awesome experience kind of way or anything, just a, I don't know. I don't look back on it and go, God, that was, I wish that didn't happen. Maybe that's just something about where the bar for a good experience is for me. I think we just get that one chest and then go down and fucking fight the boss. I really want to do like a second loop. The thing is, like, it was horrible, but I feel like in the back of our minds we kind of knew that we were going to have to do it, right? Do I have anything that I would scrap right now? Probably not, right? Didn't we go to Tim Hortons as well? After Taco Bell? We kept going places and you kept buying shit just so that we could sit inside somewhere. I think we tried to do it in Taco Bell and we got there and it was like full of fucking absolutely wrecked people and we were just like, yeah, this is horrible, this is a horrible place to be, can we just be back outside in the cold actually? Okay, first loop's done. Fucking hell. I'm gonna die on like stage 9 again. It keeps happening. Ugh. Just a second. It's my celebratory vape for beating Luke 1. God, they really just fucking die when they get hit by the 7-stack TTG. What have we got over here? Random shit. Okay, that's good. Ugh. Yeah, I'm gonna try and enter like 2 tournaments a week or something. I feel like that's a good sort of balance. Because if I don't enter anything at all, I'm gonna end up super rusty. Especially if I play fucking Elite Smash. People keep saying like, oh, Elite Smash is so good because you have every matchup at your fingertips. And it's like, yeah, I have every matchup at my fingertips against shitters. I like, the people you play on Elite Smash are fucking bots. They don't teach you anything. It's either that or I'm bumping into fucking Afro Smashes and Incineroar. Which isn't a pleasant experience for anyone. Could do 1 tourney at the end of the week, yeah. I was talking to Suna about it and he reckons I should do 2 or 3. I was just like, I'll do 2 and I did back to back this week, but I'm gonna try and space them out. Maybe like 1 on Monday, 1 on Friday or something. Really not used to entering tourneys. Yeah. Must be really weird for you, because like, you used to enter a lot of shit. Like, you were at stuff all the time, and I don't know, Wi-Fi probably doesn't feel the same. I think the thing that sucked the most about Wi-Fi tourneys at the start for me is that I was very much like, I liked the social aspect of it a lot. Something that's got me playing Smash more actually is like, sometimes I'm just like sitting in them, you know that fucking crew server that Chicken runs? Sometimes I'll just sit in voice chat and play with like Raim and Chiefs and stuff, and like roiling and shit. And that's pretty fun. Cause, like, it usually degenerates. We did like items on HP random doubles, and it was fucking crazy. But like the good kind of crazy. I don't know, just being able to like have a laugh with people in the community again's got me a bit more invested in playing. Yeah. Oh, they keep asking me to play in crew battles and I'm just like, nah, like, I'm here for the banter in it. They've got me fucked up if they think I'm willingly playing like EU to any delay. I don't understand that. Like, dudes that were fucking born in the lag, man. I mean, more power to people who enjoy it, but it's not for me. Absolutely not for me. It's like, I don't know. We've had fun playing like stupid games like Falcon Dippers and shit, DKDDD, that kind of thing. It really just depends on like the mindset you go into playing with. Like I'm not like sweating results or anything until like offline's back and they matter, and even then they don't really matter. Like the world's not going to end if you go to online or not. You know what I mean? It really depends on who I'm playing against as well. Like some people are really not fun to play against. I'm having a lot of fun playing against Raim. I feel like Raim plays like pretty honest. Oh yeah. That's what I mean. Like, I'm not playing fucking Elite Smash like ever again. Like, I'm gonna just play people I know and people who are good, or people who don't like abuse dumb, degenerate Wi-Fi shit. You know what I mean? Wi-Fi tourneys is like, I have a lot more fun with them whenever I know I can just go in and come out of them and be like, yeah, well, it's whatever, like, it doesn't matter, it's Wi-Fi. I've reached the point of apathy where it's like, I lose in Wi-Fi tournaments and I'm like, awesome, I can go and do something else now. It's very much just like a test drive mode until such times as, you know, I can actually play real tournaments against like real people. Fucking hell, you seen this damage? Yeah, I kind of get that, but everyone will be kind of rusty, right? Like, because Wi-Fi is not the same as offline. Like, barely anyone's actually getting to play offline right now, so I don't know. I would just look at it as like a blank slate, where so much has went on, or like so much hasn't went on rather. That it's kind of like it's going to be like a hard reset for the whole scene. I think the PR could end up looking like. The people who are really good will still be really good, but like I think maybe like the 6 through 15 spots will probably look a lot different, because I think there's people who've ground a lot. I think there's like people who are like new to the scene or like who didn't attend enough, who've like only gotten better. I don't know. I think it's going to be healthy for people to just like treat it like that, where it's not going to be the same, and it's probably going to be a lot harder for everyone. Yeah, 100% agree. Even like people like Octave who like haven't played offline at all, like, I think it'll be interesting to see how people like that prove themselves offline. Because offline's a lot harder. I was thinking about this, like, people talk about like these players like, oh, these online players who didn't do shit offline, they're suddenly winning tournaments and shit. Like, people have kind of made that point a lot, kind of run that point into the ground a bit. But part of that is just that like, a lot of the really good players don't even play online tournaments, or the people who were really good or really active. Like, it's not even necessarily that some players are better on Wi-Fi, it's that the people who would beat them just aren't showing up. But I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how things have changed and who's gotten better and who's not as good, and you know, like, even if you come back rusty, like, I feel like if you gave it like a month or something, you'd be better again. I feel like having bad results at the start isn't going to be the end of the world if you feel like you expect it to be that way as well. I feel like what you're saying is healthier than going in like, yeah, I'm still going to be fucking 4th in Scotland or whatever. Not that I'm saying that like you won't still be good, or you won't still be good after like a little bit of time. But it's healthier to go in and just be like, it's a blank slate, let's see what happens. And, like, knowing you've not played in a while, and knowing you might not play to the level where you're happy. I'm not seeing a lot of chests. Getting fucking war banners as well. Absolute shite I am. Yeah, I mean that's always an issue too, right? Where it's hard. Staying motivated is hard. Motivation for me is definitely like an on and off thing. Sometimes I never want to look at the game again, and sometimes I'm playing 5 hours a day. Like, it's not something that should be consistent. At least, I don't know. I think expecting your motivation to be consistent is like not necessarily great. I can totally appreciate where you're coming from though. Fucking hell, fucking hell, fucking hell! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, am I gonna die? Okay, we're good for now. I mean, at the end of the day, like, if you're not motivated, there's no need to force yourself to be. My problem is that sometimes my motivation comes back after I randomly get a good result. And then I'm like, then I get more pissed off when things don't go my way. And sometimes not having that, like, super driven mentality is what makes me play good, where I'm chill about the outcome. And I'm chill about, like, what goes on in game. Like, I'll get cheesed and I'll just be like, well, that's ultimate. Like, after I got out of bracket today, I wasn't really pissed off at all. I mean, I did expect better from myself, but I don't know. I was able to just take it in stride and be okay with it. There's a fucking scab on this floor, I can actually smell it. Ah, shit, man. Oh, shit. That's a big mindset thing. Usually awareness before turning helps with that. Yeah, I agree. Just like knowing what to like expect from yourself. Like, if you go in knowing that like you're rusty, you're not as motivated or whatever, and like say you went in and I don't know, you go like 2-2 or 3-2 or something, like you don't make top 8 or whatever. Like, if you go in with the awareness that that's like the case beforehand, then it should make that like less annoying, right? Because there's like a direct correlation there, where you can be like, I did bad at this tournament because I wasn't motivated and I was rusty, and like that's fine. I don't know if I'm gonna do another run. I feel like I've done like 4 runs today, and they've all kind of been like kicks in the balls. I might do one more. I want to try out the multi buffs actually. Yeah, definitely like it. It just makes it easier. Being able to just take pressure off yourself in like any kind of way is a big deal, I think. What am I doing? I fucking hate this character. I don't think buffing him's gonna make me not hate him. He's a big stupid slow fridge dude. I'll do one more run. I think like that's like the main reason I see people get tilted is they have like really high expectations of themselves. Like it's okay to like push yourself, but it's kind of unfair in yourself to be like, I will win this tournament, or I will do blah 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 in bracket. Like, I don't know, I feel like people's focus should just go more into like easier to achieve short-term goals that lead up to these goals, where like you can just be like, I'm gonna focus on playing really patient neutral, or I'm gonna focus on analysing the habits, or like trying to pick up habits. And like if you focus on that sort of shit, like shit that's actually pertinent to your gameplay in the moment, right? Like it just feels a lot more rewarding. I feel like tournaments shouldn't be about results, they should be about gameplay. And like, the results should just be like a byproduct. And like, I definitely get trapped into thinking otherwise too. Like it's really easy to say stuff like that and then not put it in practice. Like, nobody's perfect, right? I didn't realise the teleporter was all the way over there, fuck. Yeah, so, yeah, exactly. Because it's like the difference between long-term thought and short-term thought, like thought in the moment. It's like you can know a matchup, like you can know what you need to do to win a matchup, right? But like in the moment, you won't necessarily do it. Also, I'm like about to die, I think. If I choke this run, there's a pretty high chance of me just giving up. Although, why did it have to be this guy? I hate this fucker. Okay, Yeah, the amount of shit I would tell others to do that I don't do is insane. But that's just like the human element, right? Like you can't beat yourself up for that. Well, it's just like that's not really like if it was as easy to improve like at mentality or like at anything as just saying it, right? Like then everybody would be amazed at everything because everybody knows the solutions to things. It's the actual hard work and implementation that is difficult. Like for most people anyway. Like obviously whenever people have like tournament nerves you can just be like, yeah, just be relaxed, it's just a game, forehead. But like it's much harder to work yourself to the point where you don't have tournament nerves, or you have less, or you can manage your tournament nerves. Why are you anxious about your results? Have you tried relaxing? Oh, there's also like an element of like I think people who have a drive for self-improvement, they kind of have a reason to be driven to self-improve. Like it's generally the types of people who recognise that they have character flaws. Have you tried playing Palu? Sure, I agree. That would solve everyone's problems. But I can't encourage people to play Palutena. Every time I play Palutena, I go on Elite Smash, I play her for like 3 games, I like win every game by like a sizable margin, and I'm just like, I feel like part of me is dying. Like, she's so unbelievably not fun and brain dead. She actually feels like a win button. Like, it's like, imagine if Wave Shining someone in Melee took like 2 inputs. That's everything Palu does. Palutena feels good to play as. There's like an element of like, it feels good to play as her because she doesn't fight with ultimate systems a lot, where she kinda just fucking gets away with playing the game because her hitboxes are good, her grab's good. Like, she's got good buttons, she's got good movement, she's got good recovery. Like, there's not really any situation where she gets janked because she's the one janking people. And like, her back air and her dash attack are like, you don't need to think about whether this is going to trade or interact in a weird way, because this move's going to eat the hitbox for you and you're just going to win this interaction. Which is crazy. I wish there was more characters like that. I get so pissed off. I get so pissed off at like just small shit, like playing Young Link and people keep falling out of my fucking back air. I'm like, could this not happen actually? She's like, she feels good to play as and she feels like rewarding to play as, but there's not really anything beyond the surface level that keeps me going back to the character. I don't know. I guess there's an element of it where part of my brain is still just like the dumb 21, 22-year-old or whatever who's like watching these Melee videos and like just seeing people get fucked and just being like, wow, I want to like look that cool while destroying people. And then when you play when you want some mid to feel bad. Yeah, that's true. I've got the Robbie's Rumble stream open in the other tab, and right now a Kirby has taken a game off of Nimby, the Palutena player, which is really funny. Judges is in the chat saying that matchup's low-key okay for Kirby. I wonder if that's true. I might just die because I couldn't have been nice to. I love the way Judges says things. Yeah, he's good at that. Judges is like good to talk to about the game. I probably talk with him about the game about as much as I talk to you about the game. You know, I used to think Joker was bad at mid-range because he didn't have any really like oppressive tools, but then I realised that his movement was horse shit, and it was Judges that kind of helped me realise that. Like, I used to think that mid-range was where you wanted to fight Joker. Yeah, he's definitely like... I definitely don't get the impression that like he won't take your opinion on board because you're like a less good player or whatever. Like, he's asked me about Toon Link stuff a bunch. It was me that told him about meaties in Ultimate. Like, he didn't realise it was a thing and he kept trying to punish meaties. Close range for most characters. Yeah. I played against some fucking Joker yesterday, and I swear, like, every time he got Arsene, he was just hammering back air, and there was nothing I could do. It was R1 or something. I don't know. He was good, but like, it was definitely an element of like, I can't deal with this fucking move because it's Wi-Fi. Why would I interact with this? Man's like you're doing 50 Ganon pairs a second. I think that's why, like, a lot of Joker players definitely talk about like how he kind of struggles to get kills sometimes, or like he relies too much on Arsene. I think my perspective on that is definitely like, when I see a Joker who has Arsene hammering back air over and over again, I just stand there. I'm like, yeah, I'll wait, or like do my best to avoid the interaction entirely instead of trying to fight them. Because like, why would you? Okay, I've got a slug, so I don't need to wait as long for my health to come back now. It's still a pain in the arse. I need to wait at all. The bubble should like regenerate your health or something while you wait. Yeah, just wait till he gets bored. That's yeah. Ultimate man. I think that's the thing that really like clicked with me about Rivals when I was like playing it a lot. I'm not playing it a lot until I'm waiting. I'm still waiting for the Switch online patch. Mostly just played traded mode, but I really like that there's not a lot of like ways to ensure your own safety or like avoid interacting. You have to interact for the most part. This guy's the tankiest guy in the universe! Dude, what the fuck is going on? I might just leave the void after this cell. I can't fucking kill anything. I'm gonna literally just run in circles, and if I die, I die. Okay. Alright, I'll just get the fuck out of here. don't know if I'm gonna make this. I'm really scared. I think I might die. Oh, it's gonna be so close. Get me out of here. I don't know, I'm definitely just seeing Smash as like a pastime right now until offline tournaments come back. And just looking at it, looking for fun as opposed to looking for improvement. Although the two kinda, they're not like mutually exclusive. Is that the right term? Yo, there's dab emotes on I can't even see the emote, but I think that makes it funny. I'm not finding a lot of chests. Not finding any chests. American challenge? Yeah, fuck it. Probably the worst decision I've made so far this run, but I might, if I get strong enough, or I feel like relatively strong, just go for the fucking stage 5 mithrix fight. I want it done. I need the achievement. Two green items? Fucking hell. That's dope. What's that? Give me something good. Yeah, okay. Did you just wave dash? Oh, I've got the wax quail, which makes you jump like forwards if you do your double jump. I mean, yeah, it's basically a wave dash. I only play games where you can wave dash, otherwise they're bad. Imagine like booting up like, I don't know, like Grand Theft Auto 5 and just being like, yeah, this game's garbage, man. You can't even fucking wave dash. Where's the other guy? can't wave dash in the first 5 seconds I'm out. Have you ever played Waveland? It's like a 2D platforming game where like the main mechanic is wave dashing. It's so funny. I actually learned how to wave dash by playing it. You can like wave dash and wall jump and shit. Like it's like melee movement, but it's not a fighting game. It's just like a 2D platforming game, and like a bunch of levels and like worlds and shit. Like think like Super Mario World or something. But it's all about like doing that kind of movement to like solve these different stages. It's well funny. I'll send you a link later on after I've done this run. Remind me. You can just shoot me a message on Discord right now, and then like, when I open my phone I'll have the notification and I'll see it and I'll be like, oh yeah, I'll send that. No, it's a really good game, man. Well fun. Like, when I was first getting into Melee, someone recommended it to me. Someone recommended it to me so that I could understand like what wave dashing was, or like why you would do it. I mean, it didn't really help. I just genuinely like it really took me a while to understand why I was wave dashing, and for a long time, for a long time I was playing Melee. I was just playing Luigi and zooming around like a fucking Roomba because I could. I've got all sorts of fucking stupid indie games. That's just one, that's like the tip of the iceberg. I had like this weird phase where like, I would just like smoke weed and like go and fucking look at like GOG.com, like the place where they have all the pirated indie games, and I'd just be like, let's play some shit. This looks fun. Like, I don't know. And just burn time on like some random ass game. And it was usually pretty fun. Yeah, exactly. On GOG. On God. That's how indie game fans tell you they're really serious about something. They're like, on GOG. The Beatles are so shit. Look at this guy. He doesn't know what he's doing. Has he even played Risk of Rain 2? I really need to print some shit. Not print, I need to scrap some shit. I thought you were talking about the band. The Beatles. What do I think of the Beatles? I don't know. My mum likes them, and that's cool. She's like, I like the Beatles, and I'm like, I'm happy for you. That's the extent of my opinion on the Beatles. I think we'll just make short work of this floor. There's not really much going on here. That. Alright. Let's just start the boss. There's not really any reason for me to hang around. Nice. Apparently they're doing like 3 more major updates for this game that are all going to be free, and then they're going to do one that's like a paid one, which is pretty hype. Am I going to pick that up? Yeah, fuck it. That'll do. But yeah, there's apparently like a bunch of content like still to come. Probably some more characters and stuff. And stages and bosses and shit. Items. Apparently there's only like 3 devs as well. Crazy. That just blows my mind when I hear about like little development studios like that just like don't have a lot of guys working on their games. At least like, I don't know. Cause like you're like, how did so few people work together to make something this good? It makes me feel bad. Online melee dubs? I didn't know Netplay had dubs. Like for Slippy or? I wonder if Rivals dubs could like become a thing. I would definitely be down to do Rivals dubs. That is a bleed printer. Oh shit. I just broke the run, I think. Or I'm about to. This item is so fucking absurd. But like it has actually no business being as good as it is. I'm gonna get 9 of them. Because that's how you cap the chance to proc. Sorry, I'm gonna get 9 of them if I don't die in the process. Sweet, we're OP now. Been a while since I've even tried this fight. I don't know if the first loop power spikes could be enough. I've got bleed, slow. I mean, that feels pretty strong, but it's not mithrix I'm fighting. I really love those new enemies. I wish they appeared in more places. Because they're like actually like fairly fun to fight. Oh shit! That's bad. Oh, this is gonna be really hard. I've got like no mobility whatsoever. That went about as well as it should have. I'm gonna call it there.